hope that your highness see my heart in this. I never loved my brother in my life.
More man now! Well, push him out of doors, and let my officers of assassination take an extent among these houses and nations. To this expediently join him going.
Hang there, my verse, in witness to my love. And thou, thrice-crowned queen of night survey, with thy chaste eye, from thy pale sphere above, thy huntress name, which my whole life doth sway. O Rosalind, these trees shall be my books, and on their barks my thoughts I'll character, that every eye that in this forest looks shall see thy virtue written everywhere. Run, run, Orlando, and carve on every tree the fair, the chaste, the unexpressive she.
How like you this shepherd's life, Master Touchstone?
Well, shepherd, in respect of itself, it is a very good life. But in respect that it's a shepherd's life, it is not. In respect that it is solitary, I like it very much. But in respect that it is private, it is a very vile life. Now, in the sense that it is in the fields, I think it's a good life. But in the sense that it is not in the court, whew, it is tedious. Now look you, insofar as it is a spare life, it suits my humor well, but in that there is no more plenty in it, it goes much against my stomach. Hast thou any philosophy in thee, shepherd?
None but this, that I know that the more one sickens, the worse it easy is. That he who wants money, means, and content is without three good friends. That the property of rain is to wet, and of fire to burn. A good pasture makes fat sheep. That the great cause of the night is the lack of the sun. And that he who hath no wit, by nature nor art, may complain of very good breeding, or very dull kindred. Ah, here comes young Master Ganymede, when he was just his brother.
On the east to western inn, no jewel is like Rosalind, her worth being mounted on the wind. Through all the world bears Rosalind, all the pictures fairest lined are but black to Rosaline. Let no face be kept in mind, but the fair of Rosaline.
That is the worst poem I have ever heard. I could rhyme you 8 years sewn together, dinners, suppers, and sleeping times accepted.
Oh, fool.
For a taste, if a hart do lack a hind, let him seek out Rosaline. If the cat will seek her kind, then be sure will Rosaline. Winter garments must be lined, so must slender Rosaline. Those that reap must sheaf and bind, then to cart with Rosaline. Sweetest nut hath sourest rind, such a nut is Rosaline.
Oh, you fool! I found him on a tree. Look, here comes my sister reading.
Why should this a desert be? For it is a people know. Tongues will hang on every tree that shall civil saying show. Somehow brief the life of man runs his erring pilgrimage, that the stretching of a span buckles in the sum of age. Some of violated vows trick the souls of friend and friend, but upon the fairest vows, or at every sentence end, I will Rosalinda write, teaching all that read to know the quintessence of every sprite. Heaven wound in little show this Rosalind of many parts, by heavenly sound was devised of many faces, eyes, and hearts. To have the touch's dearest prized, woven wood that she these gifts should have, and I to live and die her slave?
Ah, most gentle pulpiter, what tedious homily of love have you wearied your parishioners withal, and never cried, have patience, good people.
How now back, friends? You shepherd go off. You go with her, Sarah.
Let us make an honorable retreat, shepherd.
Did you hear these verses?
Oh yes, I heard them all.
But did you hear without wondering how your name got to be carved upon all the trees and all the forests?
I was 7 of the 9 days out of wonder, before you came. For look here what I found in a palm tree. I was never be so right Pythagoras' time, when I was an Irish rat, which I can hardly remember.
Troll, you who have done this?
Is it a man?
With a chain around his neck that you once wore? Change of color?
I really who?
Lord, 'tis a wonderful thing for friends to meet. But earthquakes do happen and mountains are moved, and so encounter.
I pray, tell me who is it?
Could it be?
With both potential benefits, tell me who it is quickly.
Almost wonderful, wonderful, and then again wonderful, and then most of all wonderful, and then loving.
Ah! My complexion does something though I compare as like a man that I have a double-edged hose in my disposition. 1 inch more delay is like a south sea of discovery. I pray thee, tell me who it is quickly. Is this head with the hat? Is this chin with the beard?
Nay, he has but little beard.
Oh, my God, will send more. Oh, speak apace. Quickly, tell me who it is.
You must first borrow me your Gargantuan's mouth first. 'Tis a word too great, too wonderful for me to say.
Oh,
I faith cast his Orlando, who jumped with the rest of his heels in your heart in an instant.
Orlando?
I faith cast is he.
Oh, what in my double-edged hose? What's Eddie when I saucy? Where and when he? Did he come here? Was he coming? Did he ask of me? Tell me quickly, speak in one word.
Again, you must borrow me Gargantuan's mouth. 'Tis a word too great and too wonderful for me to say.
But does he know that I am here in the forest and dressed in man's apparel? Does he look as fresh as the day he wrestled?
I faith cause I found him under a tree, dropped like an acorn.
Oh, it may as well be called Jove's tree. To drop for such fruit.
Shh, cry hollow to thy tongue. Give me audience.
Oh, proceed.
There he was, stretched out like a wounded knight.
Oh, it would be such a pity to see such a sight. It well becomes the ground.
Maid, cry hollow to thy tongue. It covers me to say so. He was furnished like a hunter.
Oh, ominous. He comes to kill my heart. Oh.
I would sing my song, but you bring me out of tune.
Do you not know I am a woman? When I think, I must speak. Sweet, stay on.
You bring me out. Soft. Is that not he?
What is he? Slink by, note him.
I thank you for your company, but good faith I have as lief have been myself alone.
As had I. And yet, for fashion's sake, I thank you too for your company.
God be with you. Let's meet. As little as we can.
I do hope we may become better strangers.
Good strangers, I pray you. Mar, no more trees with writing love songs in their barks.
I pray you no more mar my love songs with reading them ill-favoredly.
Roosterland is your love's name?
Yes, just.
I do not like her name.
I don't believe there was any thought of pleasing you when she was christened.
What stature is she of?
Just as high as my heart.
Oh, you of nimble wit! You of nimble wit! Will you sit with me, and we two shall rail against our mistress, the world, and all our miseries.
I will chide no breather in this world but myself, against whom I know the most fault.
The worst fault you have is to be in love.
It's a fault I would not change for your best virtue. I grow weary of you.
I was seeking for a fool when I found you.
Oh, he's drowned in the brook. Look but in and you shall see him.
There I shall see mine own figure.
Which I take to be either a fool or a cipher.
I will tarry with you no longer. No longer! Farewell, good Senor Love.
I'm glad of your departure. Adieu, my good Monsieur Melancholy.
I will speak to him like a saucy lackey and play the knave with him.
Do you hear, Forester?
Very well. What would you?
I pray you, what is it o'clock?
Some clock in the forest.
Ah, then there is no true lover in the forest. Ale sighing every minute and groaning every hour would detect the lazy foot of time as well as a clock.
Huh. Why not the swift foot of time? Would that not be as proper?
By no means, sir. Time travels in diverse paces with diverse persons. I'll tell you who time trots withal, who time gallops withal, and who time stands still withal.
Pray tell me, who does time trot withal?
Mary, he trots hard with the young maid between the contract of her marriage and the day it is solemnized, if the interim be but a se'nnight. But time's pace is so hard, it seems the length of 7 years.
And who does time gallop withal?
With a thief to the gallows, for though he goes as softly as foot can fall, he thinks himself too soon there.
And who does time stand still withal?
With lawyers in the vacation, for they sleep term to term, and perceive not how time moves.
Pray, pretty youth, thou dwellest in this place?
Yes, here in the skirts of the forest, with this shepherdess, my sister.
So, you are a native?
As the coney that you see dwell where she is kindled.
Huh. Your accent is something finer than you could purchase in so removed a dwelling.
I've been told so of many, but indeed an old religious uncle of mine taught me to speak, who was in his youth an inland man, one who knew courtship too well, for there he fell in love. I have heard him preach many lectures against it, and I thank God I'm not a woman to be touched by such giddy offenses that he has generally taxed their whole sex withal.
Pray, recount some of the chief evils that he laid the charge of women.
They were not the principal. They were as one another as halfpence are, each fault seeming monstrous till one fellow fault came to match it.
Prithee, recount some of them.
No. I will not cast away my physic, but on those that are sick. There is a man that haunts this forest, that abuses our young plants by carving the name of Rosalind on their barks, hangs odes upon hawthorns, and elegies upon brambles. If I can meet that fancy monger, I would give him some good counsel.
I am he that is so love-shapen. Pray, tell me a remedy.
There are none of my uncle's marks upon you. He taught me how to know a man in love, in which cage of rushes I am sure you are not prisoner of.
And what were his marks?
A lean cheek that you have not, a blue and sunken eye that you have not. Then your hose should be ungartered, your bonnet and bandage, your sleeve unbuttoned, your shoe untied, and everything about you demonstrating a careless desolation. But you seem more of a lover of yourself than being the lover of any other.
Fair youth, I wish I could make thee believe that I love.
Me believe it? You may as well as make her that you love believe it. But in good sooth, are you the he that hangs the verses on the trees wherein the name of Rosalind is so marked?
I am that he. That unfortunate he.
But are you so in love as your rhymes speak?
Neither rhyme nor reason could say how much.
Love is merely a madness, and deserves a dark house and a whip as madmen do. Yet, I profess curing it by counsel.
And did you ever hear any so?
Yes, one. And in this manner, he was to imagine me his love, his mistress, and I set him every day to come to my coat to woo me, at which time that I, being but a moonish youth, would grieve, be effeminate, changeable, longing and liking, proud, fantastical, apish, shallow, inconstant, full of tears, full of smiles, for every passion something, and for no passion truly anything, as boys and women are.
I would not be so cured, youth.
I would cure you, if you would call me Rosalind, and come every day to my coat and woo me.
Now, by the faith of my love, I will. Tell me, where is it?
Come with me to it, and I'll show it to you. Oh, and you must tell me where in the forest you live. Will you go, sister? Will you go?
With all my heart, youth.
Nay, you must call me Rosalind. Come, sister.